Well, Mark, we just completed this project. We've got to do a little bit more of the dirt work. They basically got to roll it, but we did a great job today.
Yeah, I think the obstacle, this is our pond obstacle at the Equestrian Skills course at Bear Creek, and it has just come out great. We've got this great circular path that you can go around the entire obstacle as different people work different parts of the obstacle, and we've gone with a differing color of breeze here. We can see the gray breeze that separates the common paths from the red breeze, and we're going to carry this throughout all of our obstacles, that the gray breeze will be within the obstacle to designate that I'm working within the obstacle, and our red paths blend right in with Bear Creek Park and give us a great color separation here. So if we walk around this way, I mean, it came out great. This is a dismount, walk your horse through the water obstacle. We got guidance rocks that we put in today.
So that simulates like walking your horse along an embankment if you had to.
Absolutely, and the horse is in the water and you're on the embankment.
Right.
So this is just great.
Don't ever think that it doesn't happen. Trust me, it does.
It does. And this is just a step off into the water.
Yep.
So you got about a 12, 13-inch step off the end of this into the water, and you can come out of the water and you can go into the water, and it's fairly common, especially in Colorado rivers, that we'll have a big step up or in to a water or a river.
I would say you're probably looking at 70% of the time.
Yeah,
or more.
A lot of it.
Yeah, I would say most of the time it's like that.
So this is a great one to practice at. Again, we're about 4 inches of gray breeze here. This will all pack in with moisture, and all of this is meant to really pack in and give us a great durable surface on here. And we put landscape fabric underneath all the breeze here on the obstacles, so I keep our weeds down and everything, and it's really built right. It's built right, so we're excited about that. This is our simple entry and exit. You can just ride through the pond here. So the water level of the pond.
So that's for like rookies, right?
Well, it's for a young horse, maybe. Maybe you've got a new horse, a young horse. The water level is going to come up to about here.
Right there, where your foot's at.
Where my foot is, and so we're drained for the winter right now, and we'll keep it drained for the winter just to make sure we protect our liner that's in it. But I mean, you're going to have a nice pond to walk across here, and you can just take a young horse or a new horse in the water and practice walking through the water. It gets about 18 to 20 inches deep in the middle, and
very nice.
You see that rock out in the middle?
Oh yeah.
Then that is, you ride up to the rock, dismount onto the rock, hope your horse doesn't leave, and remount onto your horse. And
it's kind of jagged on top, so you've got footing.
It's a challenge.
Yep.
So that's one of our most advanced obstacles here, and you might get wet on that one. So we'll see how that goes. So of course, on this one, many of our rivers and streams we go into, especially in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, we got rock that you got to walk over, walk in. These are river rocks, and so they're slippery and they're uneven, and think about the water level being up to here. You got to walk down through the rocks and then walk out on those rocks. And so
it's exactly the way it is in creeks here.
That's exactly what it is. And what is our park all about? It's about preparing you and your horse to go out on the trail and tackle those obstacles.
Right, national forest, wilderness areas,
Absolutely.
The more challenging trails that you're going to be exposed to out in those places.
Absolutely. So, and then we come over to this. Now, this is probably our most advanced obstacle in the whole thing, in the whole pond area. We have these logs that guide you to the top of the log here, right? So this helps guide you up in here. And when you get up here, if you come up here, Rob, then you look down these stone steps.
Yeah, so you're on a horse and you come up and it's like, you see this, oh my God, this is going to be good. And the horse is going like, I ain't going down that.
Now you think about this, that the water probably covers 2 or 3 of these bottom steps.
Right.
And so the water level's up here, and you walk on down into the water.
Right.
And so, again, many times out there, these are not big landing steps, but they do simulate rocks that you have to come in and out of some of our rivers.
That's correct.
This is a challenging one. This is a challenging one.
Yeah, there's certain trails like section 16, the original, section 16. The Colorado Springs has steps just like this, and lots of them.
And I've been in Rocky Mountain National Park,
And they've got them.
Do steps like this, and so this is a great training area.
Yep.
For your horse. Absolutely.
You will encounter steps. There's no doubt about it in the
Yep.
park systems.
So up and down on these, this is a great obstacle. We come on around here. Again, I just love this path, and the El Paso County Parks Department helped us put in all of this dirt today and all of these paths. And a great thanks to those guys, because they came out and built these paths and put them in with us, and we had volunteers here today that help spread and clean up the edges, and it's done through volunteers and coordination with our parks department, and so they're doing a great job, and it's great to have the volunteers out, but we've got to work together to get this thing built.
That's right. It's a Bands of Friends group with the county. They expect us to do a lot of the work too, and that's exactly what we're doing. And they actually said that we're almost like their model group, and I was pretty proud to hear that. That means that we're doing it right, Mark.
I agree. So this is a great one. So you want to come up and you want to just oversee and watch people work different obstacles in this pond area. This is a great place to just walk your horse up here, hang out. I will tell you right now, this is not a hitching rack. Do not tie your horse to this. That's not the intention. It's a viewing spot. It's a way to walk up, and you figure you're on your horse, you're way up here, and you're just able to watch everybody work their horses through these different obstacles. So this is a great one for sure.
The outside?
This is so there is room here. But this is not an official obstacle that you could walk your horse around the outside here.
I will be doing that.
This is not an official obstacle. It's not something that is in our plans to put in here. There is some room here. If you wanted to come up as a person, you know, this is really a personal walkway.
It is.
And if you wanted to walk up as a person and hang out on this log and watch people work the obstacles, then this is a great viewing spot.
That's right.
And so really, as a person to walk up here, it's not necessarily intended for horses, and so walk up.
There'll be crazy guys like me doing it.
Could be. Speaking of which, Rob, did you see this pole right here?
Yeah.
So what is this pole?
That's a splash pole.
That's right. We call it a splash pole. So we'll put an object on the end of this cable, and what it is you're right up on your horse, and your cable will just be coiled up and sitting right here on this. You'll ride up, you'll take it off, and you'll drop this object in the water next to your horse. Simulates dropping something. Who knows what you're dropping as you're crossing a stream crossing or something, but it's that splash around your horse. It's more challenging if you confine your horse.
That's right.
Over here, or you can do it out here in the open. That gives your horse a lot of room to react. And so it's more challenging on this side. It's less challenging here, but either way, when you're done, just coil the rope back up and put it back up for the next person. So it's ready for them. And that way we all work, because it's all maintained by us. And if we can just be courteous to that next person and put that up there.
It's a very effective tool, because horses do react to certain things, and splashing water is one of them.
Absolutely.
I've seen it myself. So that's the other side, right, of the rocks?
Yeah, so this is the other side of the rock exit or entrance. You know, you can work it from either side.
Right.
And so this is an interesting one here, Rob. This is a big step across this log on dry land. Now think about it being the water up to here. This side's in the water, and you got to walk along. Your horse is barely going to see this log sticking up out of the water at this point, and it's going to go in. And they've got to learn to cross a log that is in the water. So they've got to really pay attention to their feet, even to things that are underneath the water, which is a great skill for them to learn.
Yep, it is. That's a nice height too. I like it.
Yeah, that's a great challenge.
Yep.
And that'll really prepare your horse for going through down timber that's in water or anything like that.
A lot of horses will have problems with that, but you can eventually get them to do. My horses do that kind of stuff when I'm hunting.
Yep. And then we're back around to this, and again, this is I'll ride up to this, I'll get off of the horse, I lead my horse is in the water, and I'm leading my horse around, and he's in the water. This is the embankment that Rob spoke about at the very beginning. Come up over here, put my foot back up in that stirrup. Now, this is a great one for mounting on the left and the right side.
Right.
And so you can work it this way if you're mounting on the left side. Turn that thing around and work them on the right side.
Yep.
Mount from both sides. You never know where you're going to end
Yep.
up, and you definitely should be able to mount your horse from both sides.
That is correct.
And so, so this is our pond obstacle, and over there we put a little rock feature, and that is our president of our friends group.
That's right.
Over
There
there.
she is.
Debbie, she's been out here working all day, and hopefully we'll keep working this thing with the county and with the help of everybody that sees this video. You know, it's we've got a GoFundMe page up right now that you can donate to the park. We're raising money to build our next obstacle set. Will be off that way, which will be steps, and we'll continue our paths over there. And you think this has some technical stuff? Wait till you see our steps.
Yeah.
Then you're going to say, wow, this is some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to build this great park, but only with the help of people like Rob, like Debbie, like myself, and the volunteers that come out, people like you that'll come out and help us, and people that'll donate to the park. Working with the Parks Department, we're going to create a really cool place.
You know, I think it's real important too to tell people is that we realize you all have busy lives, and sometimes you can't come out and work. Well, you can donate through our GoFund, even if you give us $2, $5.
Yep.
Those things count on being able to buy the material to do this. This stuff isn't cheap. We had to buy all this material, but your funds that you've donated have went a long ways to do that. And I can't encourage anyone that sees this video, please send us some money. Even my number 2 mom, thank you